Utility poles dot the Pennsylvania landscape, and many of them serve no purpose because they've been replaced by newer ones.
Now, many lawmakers call them eyesores and a safety hazard, but in the end, the state has little power to get them removed. Dennis Owens reports from a Capitol hearing today on how that may soon change.
Throughout the course of my political career, trying to revitalize our downtown main streets.
At 22, Alec Rinkavage is the youngest member of the state house.
You would oftentimes find these poles dangling in the air.
But he's no political newbie. The Luzerne County Republican was elected at 17 to Plymouth Borough Council and took office at the legally required 18. He was frustrated by a cluster of abandoned utility poles. He tried to get them removed with limited success.
But it's also a safety hazard. These poles are oftentimes hanging over bus stops.
That's the genesis of his House Bill 1619. It would tell the Public Utility Commission to create rules, a process, and oversight for these so-called ghost poles. Ghosts that Rinkavage wants to dispel in a more timely fashion.
So that everybody can understand what their role is and how long they have to perform it.
The power companies must hate it, right?
We actually welcome the bill, and we support it.
Terry Fitzpatrick is the president of the Energy Association of Pennsylvania. He says knocking down unsightly and underutilized poles is not so easy. It requires untangling bureaucratic wires of which companies own which poles and which wires. The industry, he says, would welcome PUC clarity.
And it's a real coordination issue. And you have a lot of new players now with all these communications technologies and firms attaching to the poles. So that's part of what happened here.
Also happening, every company that has a wire on the pole has to sign off on its removal, which takes time. There are regulations that it be done quickly, but no real penalties if they don't.
They have contractual agreements with their contractors and these pole attachment companies, but there is a missing oversight component to it. And it's very rare that you see utility companies asking for regulation.
Municipalities have complained that they don't know who to talk to at a specific company to get rid of those ghost poles. So this bill would also create a registry, a master list with contact names from each company of who to call. At the state capitol, Dennis Owens, ABC 27 News.